Thank you for joining us today to learn more about our Master of Health options at Federation University. My name is Tina Bradshaw and I am part of the Future Students team and will be your webinar host for this event. Joining me today is the Program Coordinator for the Master of Health, Dr. Blake Peck. Before we commence the session, I would like to begin by saying that Federation University Australia acknowledges the custodians of the lands and waters where our campuses are located and recognise their continuing responsibilities to care for country at these sites of teaching and learning. We pay our respects to elders past and present and extend our respects to all Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander First Nations peoples. In this session today, we will look at the benefits of studying a Master of Health at Federation University. We will explore the many specialisations we have on offer as Blake talks us through the key information for each. So why should you consider studying a Master of Health at Federation University? Let's begin with our people. Our enthusiastic and energetic academics maintain their strong industry knowledge with significant ongoing experience and networks in the sector. They are committed to assisting and supporting students to align theory and practice. We are flexible. Our online or on-campus modes offer flexibility that suits your lifestyle, allowing you to get ahead in your professional and personal life while keeping up to date with contemporary developments in your chosen sector. Our Master of Health programs are CSP funded. We offer exit points along the way. All streams have been designed so that students can enter and exit at all 3 points: graduate certificate, graduate diploma and masters. We will assess your prior learning, and if you have undertaken previous study at graduate certificate or graduate diploma level, you may be eligible for credit. And finally, our strong industry connections across all of our campus locations. Let's have a look at what's on offer. When completing a Master of Health at Federation University, you can choose from Health Leadership, Research Practice, Perinatal and Infant Mental Health, Neonatal Care, Child and Family Health, Mental Health Nursing, Workplace Health and Safety, and Health Services Management. I would now like to formally introduce the Program Coordinator, Dr. Blake Peck. Blake came to academia from an extensive background in paediatric clinical nursing practice. He is interested in enhancing the lives of children and their families, and most of his research work centres around this. Blake is currently leading a randomised clinical trial with a number of large clinical partners, exploring the effectiveness of a device for treating bedwetting in children that is expected to inform future practice across Australia. In partnership with academics from the UK and New Zealand, Blake is also involved in a large project exploring the health literacy of young children who have a chronic condition. In partnership with the Kids Foundation, he is investigating even better ways of reducing the burden of childhood injury. Blake has also written on a variety of topics, including a critical examination of the assumptions about language that inform contemporary qualitative research and outcomes from applied research, exploring the experience of loss and the processes of normalisation for fathers of chronically ill children living in rural areas of Australia. Welcome, Blake.
Thank you for the introduction, Tina. Let's have a look first at the Master of Health, Health Leadership. The health sector is one of the most rapidly evolving areas of focus, with an increasing need for leaders to demonstrate skills in areas that ultimately drive positive change. In this program, you'll have an opportunity to explore the role of collaborative leadership founded upon a strong sense of self-reflection and engage in real-world leadership action through work-integrated learning experiences. As a leader in health, you will explore ways to assist client health and service delivery excellence. Opportunities to engage with industry through a leadership experience will be supported through the assignment of an academic mentor. You will see that this stream is open to a broad range of bachelor level prepared candidates. Looking at the structure of the Master of Health, Health Leadership, you'll see an orientation towards the context of global health and a close examination of those aspects that both support and constrain the public health approaches that are designed to foster health improvements. As a leader in health, you'll be expected to understand the context of where health routinely occurs and to appreciate that change occurs through policy and action. In the second semester, students will develop research skills to learn to interrogate the very best findings for practice. In the second year of the program, we continue with a focus on developing the individual as an agent for change and to provide an opportunity for work integrated project to implement a leadership opportunity. The Master of Health Research Practice offers a flexible study option aimed at developing critical thinking and research skills that are highly sought after in a competitive employment environment. You will engage with contemporary global debates and developments, pursuing an area of interest and further advance your theoretical knowledge and research skills, supporting the discovery and translation of evidence into practice. Coursework elements will provide you with a solid foundation in research methods and the critical appraisal of literature to inform the application of a research project. This program has been designed with sufficient emphasis on research so that graduates are eligible for entry to PhD programs. You'll see that this stream is open to a broad range of bachelor level prepared candidates. The Master of Health Research Practice provides students with an overview of the state of health from a global perspective and encourages students to engage with contemporary issues that impact the health of our communities. All of this goes on in the first semester of the program. Students then engage in coursework elements which provide you with a solid foundation in research methods and the critical appraisal of literature to inform the application of a research project. Graduates of the graduate diploma or equivalent are eligible to continue to master's level studies where students can pursue an area of interest and further advance your theoretical knowledge and research skills, supporting the discovery and translation of evidence into practice. During your thesis, your academic mentors will meet with you regularly through your preferred medium. The Master of Health, Perinatal and Infant Mental Health is designed to support professional healthcare workers from a range of disciplines, including nursing, midwifery, social work, psychology, and occupational therapy, to name a few, who currently either work in or are interested in working in the challenging and yet very rewarding field of perinatal and infant mental health. Perinatal mental health services focus on maternal health during pregnancy and the postnatal period, including common and more complex mental health issues during this period. You will explore intermediary and complex understandings of infant and mother perinatal mental health, combining the study of both the mother's and the infant's mental health. You'll also notice that this stream is open to a broad range of bachelor level prepared candidates. The Master of Health, Perinatal and Infant Mental Health begins with the social determinants approach to perinatal and infant mental health, looking at the broad biosocial aspects that influence the parenting period. This then moves on to examination of some of the common mental health conditions seen in the perinatal period and examines management strategies. This moves on to more complex courses at the graduate diploma level, examining the assessment and management of more complex conditions in early motherhood. Clinical support and collaboration with other mental health and interdisciplinary health professionals will play a vital role in building foundational skills to identify, screen, treat and manage mental health conditions in the perinatal period, and these are infused across the program. Infant observation and reflective practice will be developed as a core consideration in working with the mother-infant dyad as you learn the required skills to support parents' self-knowledge, recovery, growth and improve confidence and skills in parenting. The Master of Health Neonatal Care is aimed at registered nurses and midwives who are currently working in or would like to work in a special care nursery environment, as well as registered nurses who are working in smaller, mostly rural hospitals who provide backup for midwives in the birthing suite when caring for compromised newborns, or for registered midwives who want to refresh their knowledge in caring for the compromised newborn. This program therefore aims to equip nurses and midwives some of whom are relatively isolated, with the knowledge and skills to care for unwell neonates in the special care nursery environment, to provide initial supportive care to unwell neonates, or ongoing care to neonates with mild transient health issues. Again, you will notice that both registered nurses and midwives are eligible for entry to this program. The Master of Health Neonatal Care begins with an introduction to the well neonate and prepares students with the theoretical knowledge and skills to assess, examine and initiate emergency management on the compromised newborn infant. Building on your previous knowledge of the well neonate, the program will then prepare students with the theoretical knowledge and skills in assessment, stabilisation and transfer of the unwell neonate that requires higher level nursery care. Student registered nurses and midwives will broaden their knowledge and skills in assessing, planning and managing the neonate with complex conditions with consideration of family-centred and culturally safe care. It engages students to reflect and think critically to enhance, shape and improve neonatal clinical practice and neonatal outcomes. The Master of Health, Child and Family Health provides the foundational theoretical knowledge, skills and their application to practice as a maternal child health nurse in the state of Victoria. The Maternal Child Health Service of Victoria builds partnerships with families and communities by collaboratively integrating with allied health and early childhood services. As a student, this program will provide you with evidence-based knowledge and skills to recognise the strengths, vulnerabilities, physical, emotional and social factors affecting the diverse families in our local communities. Your maternal child health qualification will address an identified shortage in child and family health workforce. Your qualification will also allow further development of skill in specialty areas in both community and institutional workplaces. Those who successfully complete the Graduate Diploma of Child and Family Health are eligible to apply for practice as a maternal child health nurse. Students applying for this stream must be registered as a registered nurse and as a registered midwife in order to be able to apply, and must be able to demonstrate a recency of practice. The Master of Health, Child and Family Health begins with the foundational theoretical and practical knowledge as well as skills to support entry into supervised clinical experience in the maternal and child health community setting. Students investigate the socio-ecological model of health and how it gives context that supports the student's ability to work in partnership with families, a crucial skill for health professionals supporting families with young children. Through 300 hours of clinical experience, students will develop the foundational, theoretical and practical knowledge and skills to further develop and consolidate their learning in preparation for further maternal and child health clinical practice. The Master of Health Mental Health Nursing is a specialist postgraduate qualification available to successful nursing graduates and specifically those working in mental health settings. The program focuses on developing a deep understanding of the theory and clinical practice relationship in the context of mental health care. Created in response to the growing demand for specialist nurses with expertise in mental health, the curriculum explores contemporary developments and debates and provides close supervision and mentorship in a clinical environment, providing students a supported opportunity to apply their skills at an advanced level. The Master of Health Mental Health Nursing prepares registered nurses for specialist nursing practice with an in-depth understanding of mental health. Taking a strength-based mental health framework, the program builds knowledge of evidence-based therapeutic interventions for recovery. Students will examine and develop an understanding of recovery-oriented care, which is the contemporary approach or model of care in mental health. With close supervision, students will interrogate mental health practice through nursing assessments, therapeutic interventions, and the multidisciplinary team in the planning, implementation and evaluation of safe and collaborative nursing interventions, which include psychoeducation. In the second semester of the program, students will have the opportunity to choose 2 courses from a list of 4. These include the ones listed, as well as cognitive behavioural therapy for health professionals or advanced therapeutic skills. This program introduces students to the theories, legislation, policies and standards that provide the foundation for mental health practice within the context of Australia. The Master of Health Workplace Health and Safety aims to assist workplace health and safety professionals to further develop, implement and evaluate workplace health and safety interventions by utilising strong evidence-based practice. Coursework from the Graduate Diploma of Health, Workplace Health and Safety is delivered throughout the first year, while second year focuses on further developing your research skills. Throughout the completion of your research project, you'll work closely with an academic supervisor to critically evaluate a workplace health and safety intervention within the context of a workplace. The flexibility of this program will allow you to continue working whilst adequately interacting with your supervisory team. The Master of Health, Workplace Health and Safety provides a strong generalist knowledge in occupational health and safety theory and its application in contemporary occupational health and safety practice. The program builds on this knowledge with opportunities for students to develop an understanding of the complexities of the environment they work within, including the organisation and its environment. The program, all the way to master's level, will help to build advanced skills in the interrogation of evidence for application. The face-to-face block encourages students to also engage and learn from each other, developing strong networks. This program has just been accredited by the Australian Institute of Health and Safety. You will see that this stream is open to a broad range of bachelor level prepared candidates. The Master of Health, Health Service Management takes a keen focus on safety and quality in healthcare. The program provides insight into the interconnection between policy, leadership and strategic management, with each playing a central role in maintaining a safe, efficient and effective health service. You will also engage with contemporary global debates and developments in evidence-based leadership and receive support to develop an understanding and expertise in your own specific area of professional interest. The program begins from the premise that one must understand the key components that drive a health service in order to be best placed to then create positive change within the agency. You will see that this stream is open to a broad range of bachelor level prepared candidates. The Master of Health, Health Service Management begins with the consideration of issues that influence health more broadly, with an emphasis on how health services are policy-driven agencies and how a leader seeks to influence policy as a vehicle for change. Every leader needs to be in a position to find the very best evidence to support their arguments, and so understanding research and its translation in the context of health service management is central. Graduates of the graduate diploma are eligible to continue to master's level studies, where students can pursue an area of interest and further advance their theoretical knowledge and research skills, supporting the discovery and translation of evidence into practice. Coursework elements will provide you with a solid foundation in research methods and the critical appraisal of literature to inform the application of a research project. During your thesis, your academic mentors will meet with you regularly through whichever preferred platform you prefer to work with.
Thank you, Blake, and thank you for tuning into our webinar today. Please do not hesitate to contact us if you have any questions.